Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay. In this one, sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Williams. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. I got you. I got you.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
You ain't going nowhere. Tight end left. Tight end left.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger 1st.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's...
And here's second and goal. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but now it's third and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
The competition to go to the Pro Bowl at safety is fierce in the NFL, but Rashad Jones makes his case year in and year out as one who should go.
Switch up, look at me, zipper. 27, Mike 27. Ready? Head up.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down, being chased out left.
Holding offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Hey, Warren. No. Mike 27, Mike 20. Go. Hey, check Mike 22.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find the matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Rock it. He's coming. Double up.
On second down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Bravo. Don't say nothing. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, tight. Mike 27. Mike down.
Now Jones on third down. And that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They will run with Singletary. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about.
Pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Push him back. Hey, alert 3.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, echo. Yep. 27. Cut.
2nd and 11. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 27. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Hey, check Mike, go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. It's Williams on the catch. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down.
Holding.
So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the draw, it's Pollard. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Looking to throw. Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, go. Check Mike. Hurry.
Jones throwing again. For Marshall, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I'm coming for you, Mike.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 17-0 our score after one.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up.
From the 25 on second down. Wilson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Jones on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Go. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Tackles. Tackle. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Check pass. Check pass. Ready.
Jones now. Going to throw again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing Jones. He's going to take off with it. And he's got room. Excellent work that time to get free. And for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Leo.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that,
and he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety.
Offense.
Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Go. We own them. Hey. Wahoo!
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
I got you, boy. Hey, check Mike 27. Check.
Jones. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Come on. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Now.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Hey.
on second down now. Pollard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
80 weapon. 27, check Mike, 27. Get that, go.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Go, go, go. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Big grip, big grip.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's got Smith here. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Mike 7. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Now, let it go.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. That's right. Get it.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Pilot, 64, read. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Wilson. This is caught by Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I want that. Give me that. Give me that ball.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen. And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Look at me, zipper. Reset.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the New England Patriots.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Get across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
And he's going to be taken down. Penalty marker on the field, however. Which side is this on? So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On second down, Singletary. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
70, Indy. Don't get nervous. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Topper, topper.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hey, check Mike. Ready?
On second and 11 now. Jones, he gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot?
Offense.
You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Ginn. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down now, Pollard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
You draw quarters. Hey, stand off.
Now, he gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly.
We talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Check Mike 27. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Mike 27, get it.
Jones now operating from the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Now.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Buzz.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. The veteran Brandon Marshall, the intended target, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Smith.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
Shoot.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. Mike is a 15. Check Mike 15. Check. Slam.
On first down, Wilson. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Wilson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Chargers. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
General West.
We good. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
I don't think you got it, son.
Kill.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run with Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Jones. Shark's got it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Hey, box truck.
Hatchet.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his 1st touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Singletary again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver and tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a run with Singletary. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd and a couple, Wilson, Myles Garrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Yes. Hey, Echo.
2nd and 6. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Damon Harrison picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. I'm scared. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I'm going to run you up.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up 4th down.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson got an open man. It's Fumagalli. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st down, Singletary. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Myles Garrett in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Wilson. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Charger point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he finds Fitzgerald. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. Here it's 3rd and 2.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. Alert 3, alert 3. Recon, 132 fighter. Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing. Ready?
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devon Kennard. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Throwing is Wilson. Well, this is caught by Williams. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week. Williams loses the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
8 reads.
Squeeze, double.
General West.
SOS.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still third down.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, check Mike 27.
Yo, go.
Let's go right here now. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
On 4th down, Jones. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line.
Hey, team 6.
2nd and 9.
Hey.
49-yard line.
58, boys, 58.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And his pass incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 27. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Jones operating from the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Holding.
Well, let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
Check. Mike 28.
Hey, orbit.
Here we go. Hey, check.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.